Hey yo, I am Harley Moon, and this is the On the Moon podcast. I am caffeinated like a motherfucker right now. I started my day off with some coffee, and then now I am on my second energy drink, which is this shit called. Oops, I swore I wasn't. I'm trying to not swear during the first minute of the podcast, but that's that went to hell now. Great. But anyway, this drink is called Uptime, and it's a mental, physical energy drink. It's probably just some bullshit thing to make you feel better about yourself that you're not drinking Monster or Red Bull or something. But it makes me feel good, doesn't give me the jitters, and I wish that they would pay me for this. Anyway, do I sound like a motor mouth or what? Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I apologize that I haven't been around lately. I have been a busy bee as of late. I am actually, as of a couple of days ago, as I'm saying this today on this beautiful sunny afternoon on Wednesday, June 9th? Yeah, June 9th as I'm recording this. I am half vaccinated. I got the first dose of the Pfizer vaccine, and yeah, I'm happy to get that done. It helps me move forward and get back on with life. And I'm looking to travel to Detroit to visit some family and friends this summer. Hopefully, we'll see how that goes. If I can plan it in, accordingly. I guess I'm gonna be returning to work though around the time frame I'm trying to go, so might be a little crunched in there, so we'll see. But I'm actually excited to get back into work and get on with living a normal life again. So, but yeah, now it feels good to get that done, and I got to go in a couple of weeks to get the second dose, and then perhaps feel like shit for 24 hours. So we'll see what happens with all that. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what my experience was with that first dose. For those who haven't gotten it done yet, I don't know. It was a pretty quick process. I went in and I just got one. I got a thing. I think I was mortified as a kid when I used to have to get all those, like all those shots done, like all, like flu shots and whatever, like all the typical stuff you got to do when you're a child and your mom forces you to get that done. And I don't know, just had a thing with needles with all of it. I remember always just crying and just being like, no, and it's like the needle like gets, like just punctures my ass. So, and I just remember, like, I don't know, I think the last time I even had, I don't know, that was a long time ago since I last got any kind of shot done. And I feel like the doctors, maybe it's just me, my perspective as a kid, and just thinking that they were just so ruthless and terrible to me. But they, but like the needles always felt like it was like, oh God, oh, what are you doing to me? So, but this one was like, I don't know, I barely felt it, and it was just, it was just like, okay, you're done. And it was just, I had to hang around for about 15 minutes, and I did it at my local grocery store. And so I went around, I was like, well, I might as well just go, I need some fucking shit anyway. So as I was going around the aisles, I started feeling, they warned me of like fatigue and my arm being sore and whatever. And I started feeling a little weird. Like it started like as if I was like I had some type of felt like some type of high, like a painkiller high. It was I don't know, felt really weird. And I kind of felt, I don't know. And I ended up getting on the bus, took the bus home, and kind of felt like that for the rest of the afternoon. And by the evening, I kind of, it was just, it was gone. And I was like, my arm didn't feel all that sore at all until I went to bed. And then I laid on it and I was watching Fight Club, and I passed out for like like halfway through the movie, and I woke up with just my arm just sore as fuck, and it was just, oh, I was like, it was that's where it hit me, and I think it was because I was laying on it, so I just like induced it, the soreness, and yeah, so that was like, I don't know, and then next day I felt my arm was sore for about like half of the day, and took some Tylenol, and it was gone. And so now, um let's see how it feels right now. Yeah, it's fine. I'm feeling fine now. So I'm pretty, I feel pretty good about it, and I'm a little worried about the second dose and having some sickness. You know what though, I'm invincible. I'm Iron Man. You can't kill me. So I don't get sick. I never get sick. Where's some wood? There we go. So I, I think I might be one of the lucky ones. I got a feeling. If I were a betting man, which I shouldn't bet, but if I were, I would be willing to bet that I won't get any kind of sickness, or I won't feel terrible after that second dose. But after that first dose, I'm kind of like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So I'll let you know about all that in a couple of weeks' time after I get that done. So, but yeah, it's good to get that done. Yeah. So, what else have I been up to? Oh, as you know, if you listened to the last couple of episodes, I've gotten into this fingerboarding hobby of mine, and I've been diving so deep into this. I'm like, I started acquiring ramps and rails, but I'm not trying to get that cheap plastic shit. I found a guy who has a little company that he just builds ramps out of his garage, and he crafts them so well. Like, it's just like the way he does it is just, I don't know. It's just, I was super impressed from what I looked up, and I ordered a few ramps from him, and they're called Arc ramps. I believe he's based out of Illinois, and so when you order it, that's when he builds it. He doesn't have anything pre-built. And so you got to wait around 1 to 3 weeks, depending on how busy he is and all that. And so, and I'm glad I made this order when I did, because now the dude's on vacation. So if I was, if I was really kind of thinking about it still, I'd have to wait a couple of weeks longer. So glad I got it, because when I just got these ramps in, I believe, I got these ramps in yesterday, and holy shit, these things are so sick. I mean, I am way stoked on these. Yeah, the craftsmanship, like I said, it's beyond, it met beyond my expectations. I mean, if you follow me on Instagram, then Harley Ryan 13, that's my Instagram, and I posted pictures on that. So but yeah, these ramps are like just so fucking cool. And yeah, and I got a few new decks coming on the way, and yeah, I'm all in on this. I'm letting the world know right now. I don't care about making money off the shit. I don't think you really can. It's just, I want to get sponsored by somebody eventually. I want to get some free shit. So, but I'm trying out all these other decks. I'm trying out the wheels, everything, all the way down to like the little nitty gritty stuff, figuring it out. And for only doing this for just over a month, getting back into it and away from tech decks and all that. Yeah, I think I'm on the right path here. Nowhere near like these crazy, like the crazy, crazily impressive, skilled fingerboarders out there and shit. It's just, that's fun shit. So, I don't know. I don't really care about getting so like deep into it. It's just a fun hobby, and it's fun to just get into something and not have to take it so seriously. Like a lot of people would say with music, but Which music's always been fun to me. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. But I take it to a certain serious degree that where I'm just like, nope. It's like I don't know. I don't want to say it's like a job, um, but there's a certain discipline that I put towards it. So I just want to, yeah, I just it's just like a nice little thing to just have and be like, oh, you know what, fuck it, I just want to fuck around. It's a good stress reliever too. So yeah, I don't know. And speaking of discipline, I've been trying to get into get into like a routine and actually try to get in some type of better shape. I'm like, because I'm like a skeleton. I'm so scrawny. I've always been. Always had this issue with gaining weight. Pretty much every time I gain weight, I lose it, and it's just, it's like I will. I think one day I will, and my metabolism's gonna catch up with me, and I'll probably eat like one cheeseburger, and I'm gonna gain like 30 pounds from it. But until then, I recently acquired a punching bag. I bought some MMA gloves and all that, since fighting's been my thing lately, and so I've been just hitting this punching bag, and it's been a lot of fun, and I bought it for two reasons. One, because I do love fighting, and I just and it's in well, actually three reasons. And two, it's a good workout. I mean, I really work up a sweat with this, and I try to do it around like 30 to 45 minutes a day when I can do it, and so I just I don't know, I just I try to work on like my 1-2s. I'm trying to work on my southpaw. I'm a lefty, but and work on my stance. And I mean, come on, look, when you got cerebral palsy, your stance is going to be shit. So so I'm trying to, I don't know, I'm trying to discipline myself into getting some type of skill. I'm not saying I'm gonna like get into MMA or anything like that, or in the world of fighting. Which leads me to reason 3, which is, living out in Portland, there are some sketchy areas. As beautiful as the city is, I work downtown, and I haven't been downtown in about a year, actually over a year, and so I'm kind of don't know what to expect when I go back to work. I mean, I'm aware of some chaos going out there. Like, I know that the homeless issues is a huge problem. And I know that there are still riots out there nightly, and I don't know what to expect. I don't expect rioters to fucking come at me or whatever, but just more so, it's just I prepare myself for randomness, and since I'm this little disabled dude, and I got a cane, which I could easily fuck someone up with. I want to be able to have a good punch if I really need to do it. So I'm working on a combo with that, and I just want to be able to defend myself if I absolutely need to, because it can get sketchy out there. I've had some sketchy nights in the past working out there, and I've gripped my cane a little hard at times, especially because I used to have this one I used to have a cane, or I still have it, but I had this cane that has a sword, and I've had to untwist that thing a couple of times just in case. And then unfortunately that thing broke last summer, and I should get a new one. But I don't know. I am arming myself though, because I don't know what to expect when I go back to work. It will be later this summer when I do. We'll see what happens. So anyway, it's just something I just want to have in my repertoire, and I just I don't know. Well, it's regardless. It's fun to do, and to punch this shit, and to feel good about yourself. Like I can feel my shoulders starting to feel a little bit more jacked lately, and I don't know. Like I don't know. It's a fun time. Anyway, but yeah, I am going back to work, and I don't know when. I don't know what the I don't know when my first shift will be, but there is something that's gonna. I think like July or August. I'm going back. So it's like one of those things where it's telling me, hey, life's getting back to normal. We're headed there. We're getting to that home stretch, and we'll yeah. So it just get ready. Party's over. The stay home party is over. So which I'm fine with. I've been this has been my life as well as for many others out there for let's see what March last year, so it's like 15 months right now. So yeah, 15 months of this, it gets old. I'm tired of it. I just want to get back to all these things that I was doing before that got me in the right direction when I first moved to Portland, and which got me to get my shit together. Because I was in a low fucking point when I was out there, when I was living in Detroit. It was just, yeah. So, and so let's see what else. Another thing that has been made me busy is what was it? A couple of weeks ago, I acquired some music gear. I had been looking for this guitar amp that I used to use in my last band from a few years back, and it's a Fender Hot Rod Deluxe, but it's a particular model. It's the 2. There's 4 of them. This amp came out. What was it? The 1 came out in the early 2000s. The 2 was presented in 2006. And then the 3 came out whenever the fuck, I don't care. And then the 4, which the 4 is kind of like meh. And but the 2 always, I fell in love with this amp when I had it, and I've been wanting to get another one, and I finally got myself in a position to get another one, and I was looking everywhere. It seemed like it was just impossible to find one in this town, and I was just about to give up. I was about to settle for just getting a 3, and I'm someone who doesn't want to go on Craigslist anymore. I've had a couple of bad experiences right when I moved out here, and I was kind of like, fuck that shit. But I did a quick random search. It's like a Hail Mary, and sure enough, there was a guy who didn't live far away, and he had one for sale. And and I was like, fuck yes. I fucking pounced on the opportunity and hit him up. And then and I was looking for a bass guitar as well. And my dude Justin, who's let's say he's my band member. So he gave me some leads on some guitar shops that could have a good bass or a decent bass to find for a good deal. And so found a bass at a shop that that's not far away from my place. It's called Centaur Guitar. Very fucking cool place. And him and I, we went. So he took me to get all these things because I don't have a car. And we went to Centaur first and went in there. I was looking at a few basses. I saw the one that I was eyeing on, which was this Fernandez Vertigo bass from the 90s, and it's black with a white pickguard, really cool shape. I saw that one. I wanted to try it out immediately. I didn't even look at the other basses. I was looking for like a Squier P bass or a jazz bass, and it was like those were the alternatives I was looking at. But as soon as I started playing this Fernandez, I knew right away I was going to get this one. I knew it. Like the way it played, the way it felt right. It felt like that was the bass to get. And so I played messed around with it for a few minutes, then handed it off to Justin for him to try out, and then I went looking at took a quick glance at the other bases, and I was like, nah, you know what? No, it's not even the colors I want to, because they were red. And this one, yeah, like, I got a thing for black guitars. There's a theme with me. Color black is like, it's kind of like my thing, and because my acoustic is black, and so yeah, so right away I'm like, that's it. We were in and out in about maybe 20-25 minutes. Then we got a quick drink at our local spot, and then we headed out to pick up the amp or try it out, see if it was good to go, and we checked it out. Went to this dude's place, and played it for a little bit, made sure everything was good, and then made the purchase. So I got this amp and this bass now, and I feel really good about it. And so next on the list is getting my guitar, my electric guitar, back from Detroit, which I have a Fender Telecaster. It's a white one with a black pickguard. And the thing has been my baby for the last 10 and a half years, and I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it since I moved out here 2 years ago. But one of my good friends, one of my oldest, and still a close friend of mine, Danny. Who used to be in my band, my last band. Fucking great drummer, by the way, an incredibly talented artist as well. He's coming here to visit next week for a few days, and he's gonna, he's pretty much my hero, and he is bringing my guitar out here. So he's flying it out with him, and Jesus Christ, it's so fucking awesome, and I couldn't be more grateful to him for doing that, and that guitar is so crucial for me to have, because me and Justin we've been busy writing this record since winter, and we're almost done. We're at the home stretch of it, I believe, and having that electric guitar is crucial, especially to write a few more ideas and get ready to record and do all this stuff. And so, so when we can actually gig, play some shows, be ready to go. I'm ready for it. It's been quite a few years since I've actually played an actual show, and that's my thing. That's what I do. I love performing. I love playing live music. It's just it's an adrenaline rush like no other, and I'm really looking forward to seeing where this goes. And even though Justin and we don't have a full band yet, mark my fucking words, I'm saying this, June 9th, 2021, we will have a full band. This will be a thing. Our shit is going to be fucking awesome. And I'm looking forward to seeing how these recordings turn out. And we're going to be recording it ourselves and all that. So doing everything ourselves. That's the way to do it. That is the way to do it. So, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing Danny. I haven't really seen anybody from back home for God, so long, man. Like, it's like he'll be only the second person I've seen from Detroit out here since I moved out here. The other one being one of my other friends, Mark, who I actually had a chance to catch up with over the phone last week and have quite a marathon of a conversation. That's kind of like what we do, though. We've been good friends for quite a long time as well, and always a good time talking to him. Mark is a very talented musician. He has a twin brother who's also a very fucking awesome, amazing drummer as well. Mark plays in a band called Tiger's Jaw, but he has a project that's coming out. And it's called he's doing with another friend of his and a band member. The band is called Mutt House. I mean, this is some bitchin' rock and roll. This shit is fucking gonna be good. I've had a chance to listen to this record. It's coming out June 25th. That's when it's dropping, and this what I gotta say about Mutt House is that I have had such a hard time finding good rock music, like new music, and I've been so disappointed. Everything just seems redundant and done before. But I've been listening to this record on from a secret link for the last what was it, maybe 2 weeks now, a week or two, I don't know. It was accidentally leaked by someone else I saw on Instagram. I follow on Instagram, and I had to check it out, and I was just so blown away with it. This is so good, and it makes it even sweeter to me is that this was done. That this is this is my friend's shit, and I'm so excited about this, and I'm stoked for him. I'm stoked for his dude Teddy, who is on the project with him. It's just those two guys, and they put a whole band project together, and it's just fucking awesome. And I definitely wish them all the fucking best with that record, and I hope it does something for. I mean, you know what? It should. It's gonna do something for them. This shit is so good. I will be promoting this record as well. They're not telling me to do it. It's just I fucking enjoy this so much. So I listened to it. I was listening to it this morning. Yeah. So remember the band Mutt House out of Detroit. They record drops June 25th. All right. So man, we're powering through this fucking podcast today. So let's see. What else? Oh, you know what? I forgot. I wanted to talk about a quick thing with fighting. As if you've been listening lately, I've been covering a lot of fights that are going on with the UFC, and with all the celebrity boxing with the Paul brothers. So over the weekend there was the mega fight, well, not mega fight, but I guess like the mega hype fight, that would be the better way to put it, between Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul. I didn't get a chance to see the fight live, or the full version. I saw the highlights of it. It was an 8-round bout, and with 44-year-old Floyd Mayweather against 26-year-old Logan Paul. Floyd Mayweather 50-0, Logan Paul 0-1. This was not a sanctioned fight, so there was going to be no tally on their records of whoever, whatever that would have became to be like. So, and it was really surprising to see how it turned out. Logan Paul, he lasted all 8 rounds, and it ended in a draw. Pretty wild. Everyone thought that he was going to get knocked out. Everybody thought this. No one ever thought that Logan Paul would be able to hang with Floyd Mayweather that whole time. But this does say something to me about the fact that, look, Floyd is 44 years old. That's probably it for him. He's probably not going to do any more of these exhibition fights or whatever. There's probably going to be no rematch with Conor McGregor. Seems like he's done, and rightfully so. And he's made his money. He's had an amazing career. He's going down as one of the greatest of all time. Logan was there was a tremendous size difference between the two. Logan, I think Logan had a good 45 pounds on him, and then the height difference I think was. What was it? I don't know how tall Logan is. Floyd's 5'9". Logan's probably 6'2", maybe. I don't know. You can't say it's like a Apollo Creed and Ivan Drago size comparison. That's a terrible that's a terrible example or analogy. That ain't it. It, yeah, I don't know. I was surprised. I figured maybe Floyd would have been able to get some more hits on him. But however, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, guess kudos to Logan Paul. I'm not, I'm not his biggest fan, but kudos to him for hanging in there. He takes that shit seriously. Same with his brother, even though his brother can act like a clown too. But they're all, they're just doing it. They're all doing it. It's they're in entertainment, so that's what they're doing. They're entertaining, on like in the ring and out of the ring. That's who they are. Okay, and then another fight that I'm looking forward to. Well, the big fight I'm looking forward to this weekend. I'm not gonna be able to catch it, but it's one of my favorite UFC fighters, the middleweight champion Israel Adesanya. He's facing Marvin Vettori. This is a rematch from a fight from a few years ago. This was supposedly Adesanya's biggest challenge out of his whole UFC career, and so Vittori's been milking that through this whole promotion of the fight. Who do I think's gonna win that one? Adesanya, all the way. Izzy is gonna win this. He's so good. He's the top guy in the middleweight division right now. Vittori can talk all that shit all he wants, but at the end of the day, Izzy's going to be the one that's going to come out on top. Without question. These African champions, between him, Kamaru Usman, and Francis Ngannou, they can't be touched. You can't touch them. They're too good. They're all in their prime, and I don't think they're going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. Izzy's been champion for like 2-3 years now. Usman's been champ for at least 2 years. I can't remember exactly, but their championship reigns. And Ngannou just became champion recently. Their reigns are not going to be halted anytime soon. They're going to continue to dominate. So I think it's going to have to take someone just so genetically superior, like an Ivan Drago kind of thing, or age to catch up with them. It's so hard to see anybody coming in and defeating them. They're too focused. They worked so hard to be champion. I mean, every fighter does that. Every fighter works their asses off. They work too hard to get to where they're at. But these guys are all these guys are on a whole other level. So that's going to be a good fight. Oh yeah, and there's also Nate Diaz against Leon Edwards. That's actually going to be a really good fight. That's another one I wish I could see. Only 2 burps today. Let's see. There are people saying Leon Edwards is going to win this one. And I get that. I could see that. But I think Nate Diaz is going to come in. He seems like he's been focused this whole time. He hasn't fought in a couple of years, but it doesn't really mean much to me. I don't think it means very much either. He doesn't seem fazed by it. I think he's going to come in, do what he does. He's going to win. And it's probably going to put him in a championship picture for a title shot. I don't know if he's fighting as a welterweight or a lightweight. I think welterweight. So that's, but see, that would be interesting then. If it's welterweight, then he faces Usman, or lightweight, then it's Charles Oliveira. But you have to imagine if he wins that fight, it's gonna put him in a championship picture, in a title shot picture immediately. So those are fights I wish I could catch, but I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll watch it somehow. Okay, what else? Oh boy. You know what? Okay, because I'm not going to be on here for very long. This is probably going to be a short one today. There's going to be... Oh, no. What am I talking about? I had one thing I did recently that I've been wanting to do for a while was go to a movie theater out here in Portland. There's one thing about with Portland is that they got these really cool, like little movie theaters, and they're just old school, and they're awesome. And I went to one that wasn't really quite that, but I went to a movie finally. I went with my friend Scott, and we went and saw the movie Nobody that stars Bob Odenkirk. And I can't begin to tell you how good it felt to actually just go catch a movie and be in a movie theater and just do that. It's not just, it's like pandemic aside. It's just I just haven't had a chance to do it at all. Really cool to do that. And then and the movie was actually pretty fucking good. I was actually impressed. I had no expectations for it. I figured it was just, I don't know, movies have let me down like new ones have more recently, and I was impressed. Bob Odenkirk, it's a different role for him, but he nailed it. It looks like that there will probably be a sequel. So, and I will check that out. I'm looking to check out more movie theaters soon, so that'll be, I don't know, that's going to be something I'm going to definitely be easing into more as things get back into normal. So, I don't know. I would say that movie, I would give that movie a 3.5 to 4 out of 5. Yeah, I'll say that. Yeah. Okay, so I've really powered through this. This might be my shortest podcast to date, so I don't think I got anything else to say. So here we go. All right, well, that's it. I am Harley Moon, and this has been the On the... Wow, I am a dummy, and I forgot to do one more thing. I've been too caffeinated, and I jumped the gun. I've been trying to get into a habit of doing this right when the podcast starts, so forgive me on this. All right, so what I have to say really quick here is if you like this podcast, please like this video, subscribe to the channel on YouTube here, comment if you like, do all these things, help spread the word a little bit for me here. Anything helps. I would like to keep doing this. I am going to keep doing this no matter what, but your help helps. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, that's all. I am Harley Moon, and this has been the On the Moon Podcast.